All right, so I just wanted to get footage of this real quick. This is Tron Evolution running on the Steam Deck. This is the PC version, and if you've tried to play the PC version in the past 5 to 6 years, you kind of know what a pain in the neck it is. Basically, to make a long story short, the game used Securom, DRM to activate licenses. Eventually, the license expired. People would buy the game, they couldn't activate it. Disney didn't want to pay anybody to fix the DRM or remove it, whatever, so they just removed the game from Steam. The only way to play the game on PC or a Steam Deck nowadays is you have to have bought the game back in the day, or you needed to buy a game key from somewhere. And even then, you still need a way around the DRM. It needs to be activated a certain way. It's a really big pain in the butt. So, long story short, there's a whole guide that will walk you through how to buy a copy of the game legally and how to activate it and everything. And that guide works great. I'm going to link it down below. It's by Lulek93 on the Steam forums. But that's all for Windows. And obviously, it doesn't... We follow most of the steps for Steam Deck, but it's not exactly designed for Steam Deck. So, obviously, the game's running on Steam Deck. So I was able to figure it out. But it's basically... the biggest hurdle you get into when trying to run this game on Steam Deck is Games for Windows Live. I don't have any other games on Steam Deck that use Games for Windows Live, so I'm not really sure how it works for other things. I couldn't get it to work on SteamOS. There might be a way, I'm not sure. But it doesn't really matter because there's been a workaround called xLiveless, and you can Google it. It's basically just like a modified DLL file. You drop it in the directory with the executable for the game, and it just allows you to disable Games for Windows Live. So you can play the game. Now, the caveat is you can't use Games for Windows Live, so there's no multiplayer, because that's how they use multiplayer for the game back in the day. But if you just want to play the single-player campaign, it works totally fine. I played the whole game through like a year ago, so I know for a fact it does work. But yeah, I just want to grab footage of this, show everybody it is possible to run the game. This is the PC version. You can see quit to desktop there, and you can also see there are PC options here, things for VSync and resolution, stuff like that. So I'll just jump into a level here. We will do the first level. I'll probably just skip the cutscenes here. But I remember playing this game way too much back in the day on the 360. I actually unlocked all the achievements, even the multiplayer ones, legitimately. I definitely had a problem when it came to this game. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's not a perfect game or anything. It's a fun, decent movie tie-in game that we don't really get those anymore. But I know a lot of people have been coming back to it because they're excited for the new Tron Ares movie after the trailer came out. So it's certainly worth coming back to. Alright, so another cutscene, and we get to our little platforming. Yeah, this is like the tutorial of the game. Oh, the game wants to stop me and let me know. But yeah, the game runs really well on Steam Deck. It runs at like 60 frames per second. The resolution is 720. But it looks really good. And I never had the PC version growing up. I had the 360 version, which ran at 30 frames. So it's a nice upgrade. It's cool to be able to play this, take it with you wherever you want. It's still mind-blowing to me. The Steam Deck is a lot like having a portable 360, basically, which is my favorite console of all time. But let's see if I can get into some combat here. I remember the first time I played this game, I was like, wow, this is just like sci-fi Prince of Persia. And it's funny, I had a friend let me borrow this game, and playing this is what got me into Tron in like the first place, was this game. So I don't know, without this game, I might not be a Tron fan today, who knows? But.
Archives are now open in L3 district.
There's a little combat section down here I can show you. Combat works. Yep. Ooh, I have the special disc. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's just some footage showing the game in action on Steam Deck to let everybody know. Yes, it does work. If you jump through the hoops of disabling games for Windows Live, it works fine. If people are interested, maybe I'll upload like a full guide of like running it through, because like I said, it is kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, cool. If you have any questions about what I did, leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.